It was a new dawn in 1960 when the Nigerian Stock Exchange (NSE) launched its commercial service in Nigeria as the Lagos Stock Exchange. Since then, the organization consistently strives to achieve first-class service quality, provide highly innovative trading environment, and excellent customer service in a way that truly enriches lives and businesses.
At the Nigerian Stock Exchange, we view innovation as new ways of doing things, new products, new services, new ways of supporting our clients. And we've rolled out innovation across all of those dimensions that I mentioned. From a technology perspective, we've rolled out a new trading platform that is an X-Gen. It's a next generation trading platform that has made us very accessible to the rest of the investing public and the broker-dealer community.
In order to continually attract interest from investors and implement strong regulatory reforms for companies listed on the exchange, the NSE, in partnership with Convention of Business Integrity (CBI), has made a commitment to the entrenchment of good corporate governance in the Nigerian business environment.
So CGRS is a corporate governance rating system. It's a system that we're developing with the Convention on Business Integrity. And the idea is to make sure that all of our listed companies have appropriate corporate governance embedded in their DNA.
The aim of the CGRS is to earn and retain the trust of all stakeholders, including investors, financiers, team members, customers, suppliers, and the general public. The CGRS will help to reduce the recent corporate embezzlement scandals and entrench corporate integrity into the fabric of listed companies on the exchange.
The exchange, as you know, is a platform for the listing of companies, and investors invest in companies listed on the exchange primarily because they're listed on the exchange and they believe that there's certain standards that those companies are held to. Among those standards are standards around the governance of those companies. So, for example, that they would submit their reports, financial reports, on a timely basis so that investors can make decisions about whether to buy, to hold, or to sell securities in those companies, as well as several other investment decisions that investors have.
The announcement of this landmark initiative took place at a breakfast briefing in Lagos to brief the press and the listed companies on the initiative. The major objective of the CGRS is to raise overall corporate governance standards in the country by providing companies with an incentive to develop global best practices. The CBI was established in 1997 in Nigeria to promote ethical business practices, transparency, and fair competition in the private and public sectors. NSC's partnership with CBI is a way to create a credible rating system, and based on that system, a ranking will be created and an index introduced for companies that meet certain thresholds within that ranking.
Having a good system that can help you differentiate between well-run companies and companies that are not so well-run will also enable investors to be able to choose where they want to put their money.
The CGRS ratings and subsequent rankings will be in two phases.
50% of 100 marks, which is 50 marks, to be in the hands of the companies where they tick and show their own compliance against the SEC Code of Corporate Governance and the listing requirements of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. For another 10 marks, the companies have to demonstrate that each of the directors sitting in a boardroom understand their fiduciary responsibility. For companies who do well both in the self-assessment as well as the director certification, then we will go the extra mile of asking their stakeholders, taken at random, how the company actually operates its corporate integrity in practice. And for the last 20 marks, We take a group of industry professionals who have been watching a particular sector for a number of years, and so what you and I, lay people on the street, don't know about a particular company, these professionals know.
With the CGRS in place, listed companies' boards will be fully aware of their fiduciary responsibilities and operate by the highest standards of corporate governance ethics and processes. The advantages of the CGRS are enormous.
The important thing for us is to begin by asking, why do we want to do this? What's the objective? The objective is not just to show that company A or company B is doing well and is doing better than others. No. The ultimate objective is to help us to improve the overall performance of our economy.
Compared to other CGRS initiatives in other countries, this laudable strategy will help to revolutionize the Nigerian economic activities and win back investors' confidence in the country.
For example, Brazil, where they have a listing segment of the market which is based on quality of corporate governance. It has been shown over several years that this has consistently outperformed the rest of the market.
The CGRS has also received numerous feedback. Companies will also become more attractive to investors and gain prospects for cross-border listings, as they are more likely to meet the listing requirements of target markets in the world. Poised to championing the acceleration of Africa's economic development, the NSE will continue to evolve to meet customers' needs.
And indeed, there's a saying that good corporate governance justifies its existence only when the whole economy is deriving incremental benefit.
I would like to say that this corporate governance rating system is better for business.